What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Zoronden here, back with some more, what am I playing? World of Warcraft, that's what it is. So it's been a while since I've done one of these. I have gotten some heirloom upgrades. This necklace, now goes to 90. I don't know if it did before. My ring goes to 100 now, which is kind of nice. Doesn't look like this one. Oh, no, it does. It upgraded with it. Cool. I think the neck would have been the only one that possibly affected this guy, and I'm not sure if I actually upgraded that one. I got a ton of new toys, a ton of new pets. I'm actually playing on my main account again, with the expansion, announced and whatnot. So, let's see here. Let's find a pet for today's pet. I'm taking things a little slower, doing them on screen today, just because I am, still figuring things out. Let's use Felris here. Sort of a play on the Fenris name, that is a popular wolf name. This is a Felpup from Tanan Jungle. I believe you need to kill a rare spawn that is near him, and then it unlocks him to be learned from a little quest. But yeah, so the quest is a fel puppy of my own, if you want to look that up. A cool little pet that I have already boosted to 25 from my second level 100 character. I got one of those stones and boosted him up to 25, so he was not level 1 very long. So I've been doing a lot of pet battles lately. I've got quite a few new level 25 guys, as well as probably 20 to 30 new pets. I have also been doing some archaeology, some of my legendary quest line, all that good stuff. There is a ton of stuff right now that I have gotten so far behind on. So I'm really playing a lot of catch up right now on that account. I did not honestly play it consistently, probably all of Warlords. It was active, foolishly enough. I did not deactivate that account, except for a few months here and there. So it's nice to catch up, doing all that stuff. I've really been enjoying getting back into it. I've actually been watching some movies and stuff while I grind rep, or things like that. And flying in Dreanor, of course, is out as well. That is really nice, been really good for archaeology. Unfortunately, archaeology's bugged. Some of the zones for archaeology are actually twisted on themselves. It's very strange. The problem that's being created, I don't know if this guy even has archaeology, so I probably can't show you what a regular zone looks like. No, I can't. The problem is, it's just like one of these quest circles, which I just finished this one, so it's not there anymore. It's a full circle, but then two of the points, like on opposite ends, are swapped. So it makes like an hourglass shape, but the actual zone is still what it normally is. So you'll get a relic that's in the not archaeology zone, and then you can't mine it because it tells you you're not in the zone, even though you should be in the zone. And I got 4 of those on my alt, or on my main character, and locked my archaeology out. I can't do any archaeology right now. And the only way, apparently, from a GM that I was talking to, the only way to fix that problem is to buy one of the Erica Outcasts archaeology maps. You have to be exalted with them to buy that. I'm not exalted, and that rep is a rather mean grind that I'm not terribly interested in doing. It's not horrible, it's not the worst grind by any length in the game, but it's more than I want to do, you know, in a few days, and I want to do archaeology right now. I want to get all my pristine archaeology items, which I'm probably a third of the way through, maybe half, but I put in a ticket. In fact, I'm not gonna check it for now. Wait, that's in. Oh, no, that took me out of the game. Okay, well, I'll do that later, not a big deal. Hopefully the GM will help me on that. I asked them to send me one of those maps since I can't buy it. Hopefully they can do that and I can use it. Hopefully you don't need to be exalted to use it, just buy it. We'll see, though. If they don't help me with that, I will know why. This is not where I need to be. This is a cave. Oh, I didn't pick a mount. I'm using the same old mount here. Let's see if I've got a new mount to pick. I don't think I've gotten any new flying mounts lately. I've gotten a few new mounts, but not ones that fly, I think. Missed a few crates here. Seeing stuff I have. I think I've rode the Harbinger in this series. I could ride... Well, we'll at least put the Twilight Harbinger over here instead. Armored Wind Rider. I'm skipping crates again. I'm looking at mounts. And some adamantite. Let's get that. Yeah, I don't really think I have any new mounts to ride. But I haven't gone through all the flying mounts anyways. So, yeah, today we're going to ride the Twilight Harbinger, as you saw. Let's go find that. Twilight Harbinger. I'm typing Glory of the Dragon Soul Raider. That is, of course, Cataclysm rating. The end patch with Deathwing and all that fun stuff. That can be a fairly difficult one to solo. I've made a few guides on some of the bosses in there. So if you're having trouble with Deathwing specifically, check that out. Actually, the spine of Deathwing, to be even more specific, as that is a brute of a boss to do solo if you don't know what you're doing. It's rather annoying, actually, and can kill you quite a bit. Definitely an easier one to do with two people. Obviously, yes, as I said, you can solo it, but if you take somebody with you, it's more than 50% easier. It's massively easier, so that is my recommendation on that. However, up to the Spine of Deathwing, you can do everything all by yourself without really a problem. Kind of stealing mobs here because I don't want this person taking all my kills. Oops, I just used the neck that just heals me. That wasn't of use, was it? Here I am, just spanning Arcane Shot again. Basically playing a face hunter in WoW. Good job. What else is going on in the World of Warcraft? We, of course, all know about Legion by now. If you do not know, that is WoW's next expansion. Demon Hunter classes and things like, well, one class. That is pretty cool. What I think I'm even more interested in, though, are some of the changes coming to classes and specs. One of the biggest changes I've seen will be coming to hunters, specifically because I'm playing a hunter here. Survival hunters are no longer going to use bows or guns. They're, in fact, going to use melee. I believe they're going to be using spears. Going in hand-to-hand combat, kind of... I mean, I really don't know beyond that point. It's very intriguing. I think it's a great idea. Getting hunters back to using some of those melee weapons that they used to use quite a bit and love. I'm sure it'll be staves and polearms, because staves have agility on them for hunter or for druids. So why the heck not? Do I not have the? I don't need that key. That's a bad guy. So with that change, hunters who are of the marksman spec will no longer be using pets. They will be going full ranged kind of a marksman. Rifleman, kind of like the Dwarven Rifleman from Warcraft 3, stuff like that. So just a lot of focused DPS and shooting. That'll be really interesting as well. A big change for that. And the Beastmaster spec will focus even more on beasts, which I am excited about. That is probably the spec I will continue to be, as it has classically been my favorite spec on the Hunter anyways. It's just way more fun to tame more pets and things like that. I love having a cool collection of cool pets. Or a big collection of cool pets, however you want to say that. Another big change that will be coming down the line are on Warlocks, specifically the Demonology spec. A lot of the abilities that the Demonology Warlock uses are currently kind of in that metamorphosis table for a Demon Hunter. Some abilities I really love Demonic Leap is one of the ones that I'm really going to miss. That's going to probably leave the Warlock. That is a ability you use in the Metamorphosis mode that tosses you forward like, oh man, 30 feet or something. I'm not really sure on the distance. But you can also use it in tandem with a glyph that gives you immunity to fall damage. So you'll do a bit of your leap, and then you turn into this meteor and crash to the ground, and you take no fall damage. I love that ability. I use it all the time, way too much, and it's likely to go away because those demon hunters are going to be taking Metamorphosis, as rightfully they should, but it's going to mean that massive changes have to be made to the Demonology lock, which could be good because their DPS is somewhat low anyways. And so they're going to refocus the Demonology lock more on your demon instead of kind of the demon within, which is kind of what it's been with Metamorphosis. It's going to be your demon. So you're going to your humanity is going to remain more intact, and your demon's going to be bigger and more powerful, which is a theme I really like with the Demonology Warlock. So that will be very interesting to see how that actually plays out and what changes they put into that. So there's a lot of stuff. Oh, I didn't get that because they did. There is a lot of stuff coming down the pipeline for World of Warcraft, obviously, and some really cool sounding stuff that we're just going to need to keep our eye on and see how it develops. I hate fighting in water. The new continent will be the Shattered Islands, I think it's called? Broken Isles. The Broken Isles. It was in the Warcraft 3 prologue with the orcs. A fairly cool Murloc, Naga kind of place that's obviously going to be getting invaded by the Burning Legion. And I'm sure there'll be plenty of Murlocs, Naga, demons, that kind of what's it there. The Darkspear Trolls, I believe, were there originally. Maybe not true. That may be, they might have got them on an earlier island, but I do believe that was the spot. And the Tomb of Sargeras, maybe, is there? Is this big guy gonna respawn? That's not, no. Okay. The perspective down here is messed up. I keep thinking things are really close, and they're really far, or really big, but they're really small. Oh, something I noticed the other day. Something I noticed the other day while playing on one of my other hunters. Disengage now works out of combat. How cool is that? Can use it to get around a little faster once in a while. It's still a pretty big cooldown, but a little nice ability added in that I like. So I got all my Surgers. Do I not need to breathe? Period. Where's my breath bar? Do undead not have to breathe anymore? Is that something they changed? Racials. Guild mail. Racial passive. Attacks. Your attacks and damaging spells have a chance to drain the target, dealing 320 shadow damage and healing you for the same amount. Additionally, you can breathe underwater indefinitely. Yes, I think that was a recent change made in the 6.22 patch. That's pretty cool. Honestly, the way they should have probably been from the very beginning. I don't have to summon this guy, right? He just should respawn. Any other changes to racials here? Those are just my weapons. The quick and the dead increase health gained when it resurrected by 50% and increases movement speed while dead by 10%. It's not function in combat or while in a battleground or arena. That seems like a changed thing. I like it. Reduces shadow damage by 1%. Guild, racial language, guild. Flight, battle pets, riding, guild, Dreanor flying, which I guess I can do even though I'm not 90. Although this account doesn't even have Warlords of Draenor on it yet. I haven't needed it. Mass res. Cannibalize. Is this any different? Regenerate 7% of your total health and mana. Only works on humanoid and undead. No, that seems the same. Will of the Forsaken. Probably need to put this down here, don't I? Removes any charm, fear, or sleep effect. This effect shares a cooldown with similar effects. I don't know if that's new. I feel like Will of the Forsaken has definitely been a thing before. I don't know if I've had it for a while and just ignored it. Hopefully not. There we go. Wow, this thing is not respawning. I'm gonna sit here for a bit, edit this out of the video, and we'll see if he respawns. So, see you there. Alright guys, here he is. I was just gonna go leave the area and see if he'd respawn while I wasn't here, but he did just pop up. That was a considerably long respawn timer, probably a good 10 minutes. But there we go, taking him out. Let's loot that. And we will fly back and turn all these in. Not gonna level off that though, unfortunately. So I will just speed up the flight back, making this trip a lot quicker. Oh, should probably turn my map back on, or my HUD back on. Alright, this guy is moving. Or at least he seemed to be moving. He's not. Trinkets. Ooh. They're actually really big upgrades. I probably should get some BOA trinkets. I'll take that. And take that staff for gold. Let's see about BOAs really quick. I don't know what I'm doing. Heirlooms. Haste. Up to 90. It is a 102. So let's go ahead and equip that. And this is a 102 as well, so screw it. Take a second BOA. There we go. I don't know why I hadn't done that before. Give me some vendoring. What was that crystal? Junk. That's what it was. What is that actually? A neck. Okay. Thought it was an offhand for a second with strength on it. I was like, what? That doesn't make much sense. All right. Well, I'll deal more with this later. Get rid of that as well. Adamantite ore nuggets, huh? Alright guys, that's going to do it for now. Please do thumbs up and subscribe for me, for that troll that I didn't mean to click, for me and Warpy and Zenorite. I'll see you all next time.